now.
Alright.
But we live on Ustream, though. So
What's up,
your
Ustream?
microphone's gonna be on either way.
What's up, Ustream? This is Mikial New Bay.
Don Blade Jr.
Introduce yourself. This is the new co-host of Synergy Life Holistic Health and Wellness Radio Show.
You gotta talk in the microphone, man.
The beautiful Odorita. Say your last name for me.
Hello.
No, what's
You gotta say it in the microphone. Microphone. Say it in the microphone.
How you say your last name?
Betarello.
See, no.
Nah, isn't that?
What does it start with an H? What's your last name start with an H?
My husband, I think.
No. Oh.
Hamarka.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Betarello is my family.
Okay. All right.
And
well, you said it right the first time. Okay.
She just want to introduce herself.
Right.
I did hear this.
I did. The spiritual mind out.
Yeah, like I heard this before.
This on the spiritual minded album. First it was criminal minded, then he came back with the spiritual minded.
So they just re-brought it back.
He made this maybe less than 10 years ago. 2000 or something.
That's the album where he this Nelly. No, that ain't it.
That's a mix set. I got that CD. It's not even a whole album. It's maybe like 6 songs on it. Greeting to all of those in the universe. I'm your host, Mikial New Bay.
Co-host Don Blade Jr.
Welcome to the Synergy of Life Holistic Health and Wellness Radio Show. The show that provides scientific, clinical, moral, spiritual evidence on how to reverse acute, chronic, and autoimmune diseases, as well as establish a holistic lifestyle and true sense of health and well-being.
You can follow us on Twitter going to Synergy of Life 07. You can like our Facebook page by going to facebook.com/Synergy of Life Holistic Health and Wellness Radio Show. You can also email us at synergyoflife7@gmail.com. You can find out more about Synergy of Life and other shows that feature on Who Has the Power Radio Network by going to www.whohasthepowershow.com. We also on Ustream.tv so you can see us live. We also have a YouTube channel. Check us out at Synergy of Life Enterprise, Mikial New Bay, and WHTP Radio Network.
Well.
What you got to say?
What I got to say?
What you got to say?
I got plenty to say.
All right. But before you do that, I want you to introduce the person to your left.
All right.
the Miss Lovely. The Miss Gorgeous. The Outstanding.
I got a.
This is the most brown nosing this guy ever seen in my life.
See, you keep on.
What is you brown nosing for,
I gotta pump
man?
her up. They like me.
You gotta pump her up. I think she. Look.
You know what? Keep on.
Keep on. You right, I am, but I think she looks like she speaks well for herself. Honestly, if you ask me, she looks like she can speak very well for herself. Matter of fact, for what we talked about before we went on the air, she can speak more than one language. So yeah, I really think she can speak.
I speak 2 languages.
What you said? Proper English and Ebonics.
Yep. And sign language.
Well, anyway, this is traditional Tom and Jerry fight going on. Decepticon, Autobots, you know, Fred, Sanford, and Esther. This is what they doing here. But anyway, we have a new host for the show. It's a good friend of mine, Ashley, one of my classmates from our holistic college. This is the beautiful Irenta, and she will be sitting in with us from here on out. Go and tell them a little bit about yourself.
Good night. I've been introduced that I speak two languages, so I have a bit of accent. I'm from Brazil, originally been in U.S. since 2006, and the journey of holistic health is start since I was growing up. My family has a business as a sells herbals, and then I start my career as a holistic practitioner.
So, I mean, you got a lot on your background. I see what people say when they look at my background. Now, I did not know all this time I knew you was a biologist.
Yes.
What?
Wow.
Yeah. You know what? While you talking, go ahead. You got
You gonna pull it up?
You got a phenomenal.
I started off as doing mathematics, but then I couldn't get any good grades in mathematics, and it's like, well, I'm gonna switch this course.
Don't worry, I didn't. I'm lying. I was actually better than some, but yeah.
So
and then everything falls in place because when I did biology, and I couldn't understand a lot of things linked with the work that we do right now as a holistic practitioner, the Reiki and the things, you know.
So tell us a little bit about what's some of your recent endeavors now, some of your projects you got going on.
I'm a graduate student and mastered business administration with the emphasis in healthcare management. I'll be graduating in end of April, which will put me in a position of ahead of the colleagues that we have at the school. Building the business in healthcare, alternative medicine, it's profound. Be able to help people and teach, you know, while we walking my talk, you know. I'm very allergic to any traditional medication, so I treat myself with the herbals.
All of us are.
All of
Tell us about the NIA.
NIA.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
NIA is neuromuscular integration action. NIA is a non-impact aerobic classes which can fit all types of people. The functions of NIA is to improve flexibility, agility, strength, you know, and it's a fun way to work out. Because usually when you work out at the gym, I couldn't do the treadmill thing, I get bored. And NIA is really like a dance movement,
Right.
you know, so
Yeah,
it's fun, you know. You get in. I couldn't ever stick with a good workout program, but NIA is a technique. It doesn't damage your muscles and your joints because you do the bare feet, and then they have that connection with the earth.
So is I remember you was telling me something like martial art.
Yes, there is a combination of martial arts, jazz, yoga, all I call that, the nickname Nia as healing arts and movement.
So since you're from Brazil, do people automatically assume you do Zumba?
They do assume I do Zumba. They do assume I know how to samba, which I do.
Say not everything is wrong.
Right. They do assume that I love soccer, which I do not. Unless if it's the World Cup, and then I get crazy.
Right. Oh, see, yeah.
So soccer is big down there.
Yes, it is.
Soccer is like
very.
Brazil's in the house.
Very big. You don't know just how big it is in Brazil.
Yeah. And there is a lot of wrong assumptions about Brazilian people, but we're gonna leave that for another time.
So I got a question pertaining to health. Like, is most of the people in Brazil? America has the leading cause of death rates in the world from lifestyle food-related diseases. Is how much, if any, has the toxic Western world lifestyle seep into Brazil, if it has?
It's sad because Brazil has a great source of organic foods, and more when I go there, I start to see the growth of fast food, less McDonald's, Subway, all the food chain that we don't want to, our kids being eating. So I start seeing more and more like the fast food growing. And when I went to the beach, I just returned recently. The size of the Brazilian woman changed.
Right. So that reminds me, like, people, the average, far as anatomy of women, especially in China, Japan, like pretty much size 8 on down. So Brazil was like that at one time.
They're
very petite.
They were very petite. Right. I would say I'm living in the United States for almost 10 years, and they're getting bigger. Right. Yeah.
So how is it? What's been the most traumatizing thing you bear witness while you've been in America? Besides their health. I pressed that. I guess that was the answer, huh?
Yeah. There is no many changes, as far as America. We're very integrative in between the cultures. The winter in Cleveland for me is the more traumatizing.
Right, because you come from a place that is hot all year long.
We have 32 in the winter, but it's like, 2 months, no more than this, and
Yeah. I would have thought it was like around like the 60s or something like that.
If you go up north, Brazil, you'll have like a very close to the equator. That it's where there is no winter; it's summer all year round. But if you go down south and close to the South Pole, you're gonna have like 32s and possibly snow showers, which is the nice snow showers because it's not gonna stick on the ground. It's gonna have that the view, the flur, and then it's gonna go away. Yeah.
So tonight's topic, you could join in with this. We're talking about. I'm gonna go a little bit into the history and the origin of New Year, the holiday here celebrated called New Year's Day, in connection to the Vatican Church and Vatican Astrologers. We also gonna continue our discussion on the top 5 New Year resolutions that people never keep. Matter of fact, we're going to go ahead and start on one of those before we take our first break. And the top one, we're going to move around. We're not going to really do them in chronological order.
Right.
And then, one of the number one resolutions is I'm going to lose weight at the beginning of the new year. And in all seriousness of the health conditions here in America, you shouldn't even why do people put off something that is a right now priority or an everyday priority in life to say, I'll wait to do it when January 1st comes? That's ridiculous. I mean, it's just ridiculous. You see, I'm going to tell you why I'm serious about this. The more a person grows in consciousness, of course, we develop more humility and more spiritual principles in our life. But at the same time, you become more aware and awakened to how many dead people around you. I feel like the little boy in the movie Sixth Sense. I see dead people walking. So a lot of the people, before I put my take on this, why you think people put off, why you think people don't stick to losing weight from you being in the holistic health and wellness? I want to hear what you got to say about this.
There is people that found a way, and there is people that found excuses. So postpone for January 1st and Mondays is a good way to say, oh, I'm going to start later. And in reality, it's, it's the way our clients do. And we do this too. Believe me, I've been there. We postponed. We found excuses, so it's gonna be next Monday. It's gonna be next month. It's gonna be January 1st. So it's always.
Then you have children.
Then
you got grandchildren. Then you never get to it. Right. Then you blame it on the children. You did this to me.
And it's like,
I just don't feel like it.
January 1st is a good time, but 12 months go by and you probably didn't do anything. So.
Go ahead.
Because like every year they have that saying, like, this a new year, a new me. So
it's a new year, but it's
the same you.
Yeah, right. So I'm gonna tell you why a lot of people don't keep this false promise to themselves. Their whole approach to health it's not realistic. See, here in America, and I know you've done figured this out being in holistic health, and just bear witnessing the behavior patterns of people, is that in America, in American society, they're not taught to address the root cause. So people don't understand, first of all, weight gain is a sign of heart disease. That's one of the symptoms. One of the first warnings and symptoms of heart disease. Poor circulation, restriction of oxygen to cells and tissues. Many organs are damaged and affected with weight gain. Another component to why people never keep this resolution is because they haven't developed a chemical, a codependency, as well as emotional dependency on the toxic lifestyle and poor eating habits. So it's a lot of drugs in this food. It's not even real food we eating in America, first of all. If you're not eating healthy, organic, plant-based foods, you're not eating real food. These drugs have the same effect, even worse, on the receptors of the brain than crack or heroin has on the brain. So that's another reason why people have a hard time keeping the resolution. It's not until you sit with someone on this path who eat, breathe, and have bowel movements with the true enlightenment of health and wellness, you don't really have a proper model or guide to see you through this. And another reason, we have to learn how to humble ourselves. I always say there is no health without humility.
And be patient.
Yeah, but that's a virtue. See, health is a moral, spiritual discipline. It's beyond medical. It's beyond eating the right foods. And you got people eat the right foods and they jerks. You got people with a lousy diet, but they good people. You see, so So health is a state of mind. It's a heightened awareness. It's a consciousness we must grow and develop into. What was you about to say?
No, that was it. Like a lot of people here, they need patience. Well, I won't say a lot of people here, but let's just say
they need to be virtuous. Period. So what's the second thing?
Quit smoking. Quit smoking.
Before you go to the second one, I would have added something for the weight loss. I have seen that people that it's insatisfied or sad or frustrated with something, such as toxic relationship, especially, they start to build protections in their body and become, overweight. So this is like one of the things that I notice in my clients, especially the woman. They become insatisfied or frustrated in their relationship when they have toxic relationship.
Let me give you a high five. Wow.
I've been divorced once, so I know I'm talking.
So you just gonna put yourself on the market like that?
Hey, this is show we say what they can't say.
So,
it is what it is.
That's right.
It is.
That's right.
And I think the best way to know your clients is to experience things. And I think that's why I had so many problems in life, so I could learn the alternative way and teach to people, don't do it this way, there is another way.
More of a trial and error.
Yeah.
Well, see, the one thing she established is courage and humility. I did, right. A lot of people live in fear. They make the boogeyman up and put it in their own closet and scare themselves. Oh!
Right.
I told a renter, how long ago was that? A year and a half ago? No, that was 2011. We did so many classes.
Don't go with the time.
But I was telling her, we gonna hook up one day. We go do things like what we do now. What you tell me?
I just shook my head.
She said, "I don't believe you."
You got to prove it. Prove it to me and yourself. Man.
So the second one is quit smoking.
Quit smoking.
Well, we back to a real, true chemical codependency. This one thing. The whole vision that came to me about coming up with the name Synergy of Life, it reinforces the principles of how everything works in the universe. It reinforces what holistic health is. Because too many people, and you're gonna see this, too many people are saying they holistic this and that. Like people we know personally. And they a hot mess.
It's okay, you can laugh.
No, I was just about to say no names.
Oh yeah, no names, please.
So
want them calling up to the show.
If you want
to
heal,
nowhere.
No.
There you got the number.
This is her first and last.
They just
day.
gonna wish. We just gonna wish.
So without this synergetic approach, you pretty much playing with yourself. When trying to stop smoking, the ideal is not trying to stop smoking. The ideal is to address the root cause why you started in the first place. The ideal is not try to lose weight. The weight is not the problem. The weight is a symptom of a problem in the inner self. There's something going on in your mental and emotional body that's affecting and showing up in the physical body. Right. So that's why we have failed over and over, because our approach to this is like it's mythical. It don't work. So we have to learn how to be independent and to have a better upkeep of ourselves. We too busy putting the upkeep of ourselves on person, places, and things outside of us. That's the whole problem with the Western world society. If we ain't blaming the doctors, we blaming Bush And Bush been out of office almost what 8 years, you know?
Right.
You know, so is it time for that commercial break yet?
Wow, you rushing for it today, huh?
No, I'm just saying.
You had another minute.
Oh,
But...
no, I'm just saying. I just want to know before I start flowing.
Well, yeah, since you said that, yeah, you got 1 minute.
All right,
if you can fit it to 1 minute, then fine, that's cool.
All right, so.
Now you got 30 seconds.
All right, so once again, thank you for tuning in to the Synergy of Life Holistic Health and Wellness Radio Show. I'm your host, Mikial Nube.
Co-host Don Blake Jr.
Arenta.
Say something to your people in Brazil.
Oh, oi, people.
We love you.
Right. Tune back in with us.
No. No, the microphone's off, so.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm the only one that's goofy. Yeah, we good. Thing is, I have to turn it off because otherwise it's gonna feed back when I turn it back on.
Because we on Mixler.
Well, the thing is, it's the microphone, it's the channel. It's when you monitoring, you monitoring the sound. Like mind you, I can hear the microphones through the computer, through the headphones.
So we on commercials now, so you can kind of hear how they go.
Yeah.
Well, we need to do a drop. You see how he introduced us when you heard it, so we gotta get your name on there. So you got to teach him how to say your name. So me too. Sure.
All this is easy because all this stuff plays automatically. This is different. This is much different from what's the name. All I do was move all the stuff around.
Oh, this is the question I remember you wanted to ask him. Don't you remember how you say we can't download but so many songs because if we want to replay that show, the file might be too big? Is that the same with Mixler?
Hold on, say it again.
Remember you said don't send you too many songs to download for one show? Because if we want to replay that show, the file might be too big. It might not let you play. Is that the same with Mixler, or you don't?
That I don't know just yet. I gotta find out.
I got an idea. What if I have a DJ do a mix, like it's one song but multiple songs come on for like 30 seconds to a minute? Would that constitute as one song, even though it's a mixture of, or would it constitute as one file, like it's one song?
We would talk about that after the show because that's a whole different thing. We had to talk about it after the show. Because
I want to know, because if that is same space, I'll just have.
Yeah, we're going to have to make sure we do all these drops different.
Yeah.
So we only have a minute, less than a minute. So
that is
pass me a water, DJ, please.
So do you believe that people that smoke, if they're looking for air?
Would you say that again?
People that smoke, they're looking for air.
Oh, why? Because they smoke.
Have like air imbalance.
Well,
you want something to drink?
Water, please. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So you got a mixture of water and fire and air with
okay, we're going to come back.
Welcome back to the show. I'm your host, Mikial Nube.
Co-host Don Blake Jr.
And the Renta.
All right. The show that we say what you can't say. The show that provides scientific, clinical, moral, and spiritual evidence on pretty much how to get your act together. All right. All right. So
we left off on quit smoking.
Right.
Your input on that.
Right. For those who just tuning in, we going over the top 5 New Year resolutions that people never keep, as well as soon I'm gonna get into a little bit of the history of the New Year's holiday, which people really don't know a lot about all the holidays that are so-called celebrated here with toxic behavior patterns. The holiday origin and how we celebrate it is totally irrelevant to why the holiday is even established. All right, so smoking. We talked about left off about smoking. So, just a reminder, our new host Arenta, along with myself, we both are practitioners of Ayurveda medicine and the principles of traditional Chinese medicine. So you may hear us use some Ayurveda terms for our other listeners out there who are familiar with Ayurveda culture, traditional Chinese medicine. So we got some for everybody. That's why this show is so profound. But one of the things in our practice is we do what's known as an energetic assessment. That's parallel to Western world traditional medicine, what is called diagnosis. We do the copyright medical laws. We have to use different terminology. So we do energetic assessment. We do a much more profound what's called an analysis of the client, due to the fact that we understand that everything in the universe is energy. So we understand that the physical body is the last destination for any type of discomfort, whether it's acute, chronic, or autoimmune condition. It shows up in the energy field before it shows up in the body. So you have different components and layer of the whole self. So that's the whole concept of holistic. We approach the whole self, not just the physical self. We understand that you and I are spiritual beings manifesting through a human nervous system. So in order to heal, one must become whole. In order for us to become whole, we must become self-realized. All right, and healing simply means, and is also a sign that you are regaining memory of the true whole self beyond the physical. We're not human beings that happen to have a spirit. We are spiritual beings that happen to have a body right now. So the spirit man, which is you and I, we are engaging in human activity as from conception to birth. So you said, so what's the third one on the list?
Basically, learning something new.
Get out of here with that one. What you need to learn new is keep what you need. You can handle your today business. All right. What else we got?
Eating healthier and dieting.
All right. Let's stop right there. Let's get rid of that word healthier.
Eating healthier.
Here's a great example. Well, me and Billy and the children, we have vegetarian night on Mondays, okay, in our house. Right. But Tuesday through Sunday, we eat garbage. Right. Now, this is not being judgment or anything. I'm here teaching. You want to learn the facts? This show is for truth seekers. You see, we don't pacify nobody on this show, or we serving you no justice. So there's really no such thing as eating healthier. You either are or you're not. I can't clean up the room to turn around and throw the clothes and dirt back on. You see. Right. So this is what I'm getting at. Just because you have a vegetarian meal on Monday nights with Billy and the children does not claim you a vegetarian, okay? Right. Just saying you had a plant-based meal on Monday. Right. Well, you got people who eat vegetarian food one time every 90 days. They go around talking about they vegetarian. Right.
So, and one of my earlier shows, you really like brings out like people that brings out people that's like vegetarians but not really vegetarians.
Right.
Like they still eat animal-based products and stuff. So,
what's the next one?
Oh, getting out of debt and saving money.
Well,
but
I'm gonna start that off when we hear what a renter got to say about that. Well,
getting out of debt.
What creates the debt? This, once again, what is the root cause? Say, when we live a life and we submit to mental and emotional vices, this disobedience of morality and spiritual principles is costly. A lot of people say this, and I know you heard this too, Arenta. By the time, we like the Coast Guard. The Coast Guard, when the Navy or Marines don't go, the Coast Guard is the last resort for, they call rescue swimmers. So after everybody do all this years of damage with plenty of warning, they want to come, they spend a whole lot of money try to go far and wide paying for their vices. Now, money doesn't matter. But when it comes to holistic health, this is too much. Wait a minute.
Right.
A pack of cigarettes costs $7.49 to $10 a pack.
Right.
And you smoking a pack and a half a day. So health is not an expense, it's an investment. Your spiritual disobedience is what's costing you. It's not you coming to get damage control. So my question is this. First, let me make a statement. This is what I tell people. Holistic health don't cost you anything. What's happening is, tell me if you agree with this, people are approaching wanting to get better already in debt. You see, your vices, your chemical codependency has cost you money, has cost you on a social level, has caused problem in your home. Your attempt to have a relationship, but because it was done in an unrealistic way, it cost you money. So getting out of debt, if the debt is caused from a reckless, toxic lifestyle, if you don't change the lifestyle, you're not going to get rid of the debt. Wow. You say, what you got? What's your word?
Going back to the quit smoking, in the beginning of the show, I said people find a way and people find excuses. So quit smoking is also an excuse of lifestyle change. Many of my clients want to quit smoke, and I give them different options, acupunctures or detoxification. And the smoking part, just to start beginning of, the person deny. They say, I like to smoke. And I hear people say this to me, and I was like, how can you like to smoke? This is denial.
Right, that's right. That's a war, because they don't like
because it stinks, it's costly, it damages your lungs, you're unhealthy, and you don't like this. This is like an excuse. So this is my point of view of being an ex-smoker.
Okay.
So I tell you, I've been there. I did almost at all,
You did you say you smoke too?
Hey man,
Put them on blast.
No, if to be honest, yeah, I did at one time. I did.
Did you have a hard time getting just stopping?
Honestly, no.
No, I just know.
Because I had willpower. My thing was I knew it was wrong. And
I'm asking because maybe you could share something with somebody.
Well, wow. Okay, well, let me from my standpoint, and this is something I grew up with as a child, and I kind of attribute it to just about anything. sex, anything that was not necessary or needed. I saw it as just that. It's not needed. If I did it, it was just something to do. And so, at one time, I had what we call a addiction, so to speak. But then at the same time, at the point that I personally made a decision, okay, this is not something I needed to do anymore. I'm been broadcasting. It's like, okay, I don't need to do this. So, literally, I quit. Just cut it off.
Cold turkey?
Yeah.
Wow.
Let's get rid of that word cold turkey. You know what cold turkey is? Exercise and discipline.
Right.
But look, this is my question for y'all. What's the number one reason passed down from generation to generation why people say they smoke? It's only one answer.
Stress.
Yeah. Now, that's not why we smoke. I don't smoke. I'm just saying we as a people. Stress, what do it say on the front of the pack of cigarettes? It says, warning from the Surgeon General.
It's on the side, actually.
Oh, it's on the side?
Man, you know.
It's right there on the side.
This is lethal.
I'm going to say, hold on real quick, and if you don't mind me saying, because we always talk about symbolism and, how important it is for as far as placement. If it was important as it was, or as it should be, then it would be on the front. It would be just as big as the box itself. But it's not very important to say what we're talking about the Surgeon General's. Well, that's not important. Why? Because, again, we talk about money. We talk about capitalism. We talking about all that. So, yeah, that's why I said like that. It wasn't because, I remember the definitions or the placement on the cigarette packet. But, yeah, when we talking about living synergetic, that's why you're not supposed to smoke because they don't care about your life.
Right. So, there's nothing ever reported on cigarettes on the pack. Say this is going to remove stress.
Nope.
But that's, like you said, Arenta, that's the excuse we heard and passed down, so.
Now, let me ask this, though. Now, I might be mistaken, but don't the same, cigarette companies have, the quit line or something like that? Like certain cigarette brands?
Look.
And so does a casino if you're a gambler. If you're a chronic gambler. Call this number, but that don't mean they're going to close the casino down.
Right.
They're not going to just tell you, you can't come in today. We don't want your money.
Right.
Yeah.
I think people start smoking for different reasons. Like my example, I started smoking because everybody in college was having cigarette breaks, and I was inside being the girl was always there and never going out. I was like, I'm going to start smoking to go out.
Being part of the in crowd.
And I used to leave places that they did smoke overnight. It was like me and my friends at the time, they all smoked, and they pretty much did an upgrade. They used to smoke Black and Milds and some of them.
But the word is not supporting smokers anymore because airplane, restaurants, bars,
And a lot of these Medical Mutual right here in 9th Street downtown as of 2011, they will not hire you if you have tobacco in your system.
Cleveland Clinic, University Hospital.
Yeah, now that was new.
You got to take a tobacco test versus a test for other drugs.
It's a hair analysis.
Yeah, a lot of people. Speaking of the hair, a lot of people don't realize. They say why they taking a hair analysis for a drug test now? Because any type of toxins remain in the hair much longer than in the urine. So, and a matter of fact, it's a documentary called King Corn, and the geologist on there. King Corn is about the corn and the GMO corn, how GMO manufactured corn is in everything in the standard American diet today. They feed GMO corn to chickens, fish, beef, cows and pigs. And that's not their natural diet. Right. And this corn has so many deadly toxins in it. High corn fructose syrup has 13 ingredients. One of them is battery acid. Everyone go in your cabinet tonight and look in your kitchen cabinet and see how many products got high corn fructose syrup. If you drink beer, especially malt liquor beer, it's from corn. You drink a lot of alcohol, it's made with GMO corn. So the geologists, the documentaries about two college students wanted to know why is the presidency saying that our life expectancy is shorter than our parents and grandparents. So they went to a geologist for answers. The geologist took a sample of their hair. He said, when I eat this cheeseburger, it's going to end up in my hair analysis. Whatever you eat is in everything in your body. So when he got the results back, he told the two college graduates, he said, your whole body is filled with carbon from head to toe, carbon monoxide. And see, the meat and dairy industry put carbon monoxide in the animals and in the meat to keep it looking red in the stores. Because in 24 to 27 hours, without putting carbon monoxide in the meat, it started turning slimy, grayish, blackish color. This was on the news. Actually, you go on my the Synergy Life Holistic Health Wellness Facebook page, you see the video clip from the news on there. They showed the comparison of one with carbon monoxide and without putting carbon monoxide in the meat before you put it in the store. And it looked like mud, bowel movement, everything. The same meat, spit, urine, all everything. Somebody just stuffed on it, so. So we shop with our eyes. We don't shop for quality. But go ahead, you want to say something?
Oh, I was just thinking about the money saving things, and I think about my dad. My dad has this method of being out of debt. If you have money, you buy it. If you don't have, you don't.
Right. Yeah, you got a lot of old school people like that. Right.
But for him, it works, and it gives us a great value of work for your money and buy things you can afford. People sometimes want things that's unnecessary. It's just like the wants versus need. So do you really need all this stuff you're accumulating and making all this unnecessary debt? Do you need 1,500 pairs of shoes? I do.
Wow.
Keep them heels.
Keep the heels. Right.
On the Synergy Life Holistic, I approve of heels, especially for certain things,
Now, if it's your New Year's resolution, then that's cool with me. Getting another.
Go ahead, what you finish saying?
In the saving money is the getting out of debt. It's eliminating things it's superfluous. It's unnecessary. If you can do with one, why have 10? And it's like people have this comparisons like, oh, I want this in this standard because you're comparing yourself with other people because my neighbor have a better car than me. But if your car take you to the point A to the point B, economically, why you have to have the best model or the best phone or the best computer?
See, I'm going to tell you something about this Western world society. And a lot of people here don't want to deal with what I'm about to tell you. Now, the whole mentality of this society, and anytime you live in a country where all wars combine together, all the natural disasters combine together, as well as homicide, suicide, people dying from airplane crashes, train crashes, car crashes, taxing. All that added up together do not even come up to 1/4 of how many people kill themselves from toxic lifestyle and poor eating habits. You live in a country that behavior patterns trace back to slavery. And vanity.
What you're saying is the people create this very toxic lifestyle, and then they say, "Oh, I am stressed out."
Right.
Of course.
But don't want to let it go.
Right.
Yeah. So they cannot keep with that resolution number what?
That was number 5.
Number 5.
So what was it's early 10 of them, but we did let her hear the rest of this crazy stuff. One of them, I'm telling you, one of them was just
one of them gonna really piss you off.
Like that shouldn't be no resolution.
Right, you're gonna be like, really? All right, well, number 6 is spend more time with family.
You're kidding me, right?
Yeah.
No, wait a minute. Let's look at the other factor. 80+% of women, that so-called African American women, is single. A lot of women of all nationalities single. Now, African American right now, this coming from Mikial, New Bay, that is not a nationality. I done said this on the show before. That's why I said so-called. So I'm not saying that. But look how many women single with children, and that's a resolution. Now you a home, baby. You a family person. That's why I want him to hit you with that. What you got to? I want to hear what you got to say about that. Yeah. You born under cancer too.
If you have to make a resolution to stay with your family,
right.
Then why have it?
Right. No, don't tell them that. You give them. Yeah, that's a good idea. I ain't never go back home.
Then why have a family if you gonna have to do that?
I consider myself a good daughter and a good provider for my, people in my house, family, and. I left my country and I made the resolution to go every year to see my father and my mother. I don't need to make a resolution, and I know, when December, January, or November come, it's my time to go, and it's my loved one. I want to be with them. I don't need to write down or say, oh, God,
That'd be like, this year I am going to go down there to visit my family.
But everything is tied together in this list, because you're smoking because of stress, you have death because you buy more things than you want, and then you need to work more and you don't have time to stay with your family, and then you eat bad because you don't have time to cook, with the illusion that cooking health foods, they're gonna save
eat
time.
Their problems away.
No, they're gonna save time. Actually, I can cook a very fast vegetarian meal faster than eat cook something non approved.
FDA approved.
Yeah.
So wow.
And then have the nerve to say, I want to learn something new.
Just go learn something new. There is online classes. The world is globalized, so there is no
need. You talk about a new...
But they haven't dealt with what they got already. So...
A new year, a new year.
But you know what the problem with all this list? The absence of love is why these things exist. Love and sickness cannot exist even on a cellular level at the same time. Love and fear cannot exist even on a cellular and DNA level at the same time. So fear, anger, resentment, being judgmental, unable to forgive. These things compromise your immune system. It compromises the healthy function of your kidney, livers, your spleen, circulatory system. I mean, you got to understand your thoughts affect your physical being. Your thoughts actually become your biology of your body. Your body follows the mind. The mind don't follow the body. What else on that list?
Travel to new places.
That's a resolution.
Yep.
A lot of people don't go past 20 miles from their house.
I'm about to go to Akron. I'm about to go to Sandusky.
Right. One thing I have to say about that, and this is because of my professional experience. The sad part about it is because that's not, and again, we don't like to use the word resolutions. But I guess for the sake of conversation, we would use resolutions, right? Okay. So, the one thing I've learned from my professional experience, because they never do this, and probably because like you said, because this is a failed resolution every year, their children end up following the same pattern.
Right.
Because I literally will tell you, because I worked at a school. You know, I still have the job. I work for a private social service agency, and we literally took youth to the Great Lakes Science Center downtown. And when I tell you, these kids never been downtown Cleveland. I mean, literally. Then when you turn around, you take them out of town. Because, as a matter of fact, I saw a young lady during the Kwanzaa celebration, and we recounted our experience when we took the same youth to Washington, D.C. And when I tell you, some of these kids did not know how to act. They were in a whole nother state and did not realize, like, oh my God, I still have to act like I have some sense, like I do in my four corners that I usually operate in. But yeah, because the parents never get to the point where, okay, I need to expand my horizons. I need to be more culturally enriched. Please. Now my children are following the same pattern, and then the first thing they say, well, why you act like that? Or why you don't do this? Why you? Because you didn't do none of this. So why should I?
You know what? Besides people being lazy, and like I said on other shows, it's a difference between the meaning of a parent is a person that's a mentor, a guide, a teacher, a role model for the child. But nowadays, you just got biological parents. They have the child, and that's it. There's nothing left to it. So we're going to take another commercial break. I'm your host, Mikial Nube.
Co-host Don Blake Jr.
And our lovely host,
Arenta.
Arenta.
Well, y'all gonna be saying that for like the next week. Go home and practice that in the mirror. Arenta.
No, Arenta. You gotta say it with the accent. Arenta.
You still says Orenta.
That's right. That's how you say it.
What? Well, we're going to commercial break.
That's an O in there?
You just can't say Arenta. Look at that. That doesn't sound right. You gotta hit it. You gotta do the remix.
Arenta.
Wow. You can tell you don't speak Spanish.
Hola.
Really?
Hola, je m'appelle. No, that's French. I'm sorry.
Je m'appelle. Yes.
That's French. I'm sorry.
Hola, je m'appelle. What are you saying again?
I said in Spanish, hello, and then I went to French, said my name is.
So he's mixing Spanish and French.
Yeah.
That doesn't translate.
Is that
Last time I took
joke?
French class, I was on
Which I tell you after the show.
Right. It's like, no, don't
Embarrassing.
get me wrong. You do so much better than everybody else, because I've heard so many people say hola. Like, oh, wait a minute.
Hola.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'll tell you about the balls.
Oh, man.
That's how you say throat in the French. You know what that is? That's Facebook terminology.
What is it?
Hold on, baby.
Oh,
You
man.
know, this is what they do in the street.
No, T.
Oh, T.
Yeah.
Those
T-H.
hoes over there.
Oh, shit.
Oh my God.
So when you see that on Facebook, you know that's what they talk about. Girl, young girl, everybody twerking and just showing butts and.
They even got thought wears too.
What?
Thought
Oh my
wear.
goodness! I'm not
Yes.
surprised. Well, they been had that with the
like
street.
thought underwear, thought shirts, thought. Seriously.
And the fact that you know that worries me.
Because
you
you know I work with
so
kids, and you know I work with kids.
It's
and
on
they have it right
Facebook.
there.
They got cut off shirts with women wearing this stuff.
I cannot believe y'all.
They got them in a medium, a large, an extra large.
Now you know you made that medium up. Really? Really? Okay.
I wonder when you
let that pass, Ryan.
Because he was like this.
Right. Okay.
You were like, yeah, that is true. And I'm looking at you like.
So you want to play Jeffrey coming back or no?
Yeah, you play that.
And that's the one with the woo 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 woo.
Yeah, no, not that. God, man, you are so young.
Play Hall & Oates, man.
You know what? I'm gonna download that song. She's a man. You know that group, Hall & Oates.
I got the greatest hits at the house. No, in my car.
Who'd you take it from?
No, I actually brought it. I did.
You bought it. Why?
Why? I like Hall & Oates. I love them.
You do?
Private Eye. It's fine. Not you. I'm just saying her.
This guy over there. That other guy over there. Over there.
My God.
Ooh, wow.
Adult education, all them. Yeah, that's all. Oh, cool. You want it like this or?
Yeah.
Oh no, it's looking at me.
Oh yeah.
All right, cool. You want Mr. Yancey in his or?
Yeah, he gonna be in his backup all the way.
Oh snap, we back on?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Well, we're gonna go to Jeffrey though. We're gonna go to Jeffrey.
Go ahead.
You can put that on. We're gonna take a picture.
Wait on you, Mr. Yancey.
Blame on me. Oh my God. What? This is not even a good hair day.
Give us a 2 count.
Ready? Fish your collar.
Hold on. Come on, let's put my chapstick on. Oh, shoot, that's candy. Oops.
You got Sweeties or Smarties or
I got my chapstick.
You got Smarties or Smarties or whatever they look like diabetic pills.
Really? All right. Okay, all right.
Alright. Your left mustache is kind of...
Really? Oh, yeah. Okay.
You ready? Yeah. Oh, that is so sweet. Alright. 1, 2. Gotcha.
Do it again. Take it out.
That bright light crap.
Oh, hold on.
I didn't even have my headphones on. Oh my God. Yeah.
No, you good. 1, 2.
I know I don't like how I look. Y'all look good. I don't know how I look. It's okay. I'm talking about me. Y'all look good. I don't like that smile. I'll make it work.
You make it work?
Yeah.
Oops.
Pull that camera out that bad.
Take this out.
Yes. You on you. Yes.
Damn.
Okay.
Oh, shoot, y'all taking with the head. Oh my God, y'all tell me no headphones.
1.
Is my eyes covered up too much?
Oh my goodness. Come on,
Christ.
man.
You
You got songs playing.
Ready? 1. Yes.
Oh, shoot. Oh.
1, 2. You looked away.
Hey, you just, oh my goodness, come on, man. We got time. Real time.
Do it again.
Oh, yeah, we got 4 minutes. And count. Okay, good, okay.
Alright.
I ain't expect to play the whole live performance, but okay.
1, 2. Hold it. Got it.
Why would you look away, man? Mr. Sex Symbol.
Why when I say the click, he was
God,
already
right.
I was like, dang, you looked away.
Oh, shoot. What was I thinking about again? You can't be thinking doing
He
a
was
picture.
looking in the mirror.
Really?
No, I don't like how.
He was looking in the mirror. He was.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? Let's switch seats because I'm covering you up too much.
It's okay.
Are we ready to come back?
Yeah. Welcome back to the Synergy of Life, Holistic Health and Wellness Radio Show. I'm your host, Mikial Nube.
Co-host Don Blake Jr.
In the renter.
Yeah, by next week, you're going to have this down pack. I know this. This is just going to flow.
Right. This is a show we say what you can't say. This is a show that I'm going to tell you, if you're full of it, oh well, you're full of it. Right. Let's get it together. Right. We love you, but we ain't going to pacify you. All right, thank you for tuning in to us every week. We really appreciate your support. We're talking about the top 10 New Year resolutions people in America make, but they never keep. And we was kind of stuck and disgusted with people making a resolution to have to spend more time with a family that lives in the same house as they do. All right, so what's the next one?
Well, that's traveling to new places. You already discussed that.
Need to travel to the kitchen and clean it up. What's the next one?
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Be less stressed.
Oh. This is stressing me. Listening to this.
I think I already answered.
Yeah, you already answered that. Let me ask you something. Okay, so when you go to Brazil to visit your family, do you have like girlfriends or other coworkers or acquaintances or that be kind of like jealous of you because you're doing that, because they probably never experienced like going out their own four corners? Or
the experience that I have, that it's people think that the minute I cross the immigration board, they give me $1 million because they think that I get rich.
So does that happen when we go across that thing?
I would do that. I have my hand out.
Would be the suitcase.
What are one of the, like some of the most common phrases that you get when people like when?
Oh, you get rich because you're a gringo now.
Wow.
Yes.
That's a good idea.
And I'll be honest with you. I experienced that, and I come to find out that is not a nice word to be called.
What's
for
that?
real, a gringo.
Oh,
that is not very nice. It's like, mind you, you don't change who you are. You're no different because you move to another country. You're still the same person. Mm-hmm. But all of a sudden now, because you're you don't live in this country anymore.
That's
okay,
like
you can't identify with us anymore.
Like that's like calling somebody like an outsider or something.
Something like that. Mind you still who you are.
Right,
you just decided to live somewhere else.
I'm gonna tell you what Kara Swan said. He's a great MC and poet in hip hop. Mm-hmm. He said he don't like that word immigration. He said no one born on the planet is an immigrant to the planet Earth. You see what I'm saying? So, I found my bring that song in here. Go ahead. What you want to say?
With that resolution about people want to go to new places, because I came from one other country, it never dawned on me that there is people that never left their county.
Yeah.
Because it's so... I'm speechless because I couldn't understand why...
That's a slave mentality. It's like a cell block.
Traveling was part of my family, like you said. My mom always took us to the beach, to other states, and then when I was growing up, I would come to go other countries. So if you have that resolution, my advice to you is book your flight tomorrow and go. Right. You might add to that stress list to the death thing, but
that's kind of 2 day cigarette budget though.
Right, I'm about to say a keyword. What did you just say? You said if you have the money, don't be calling nobody, borrowing no money. I need a vacation. Let me borrow $500. No, for what?
And go smoke it up.
That's my right.
Put in a credit card.
Now that's one of the places that I'm going to visit. Let's just say that. But like, what kind of advice for people that want to like travel to like Brazil or whatnot? What would you say to them?
It's like you come to Cleveland and you don't go to places that's unsafe. Mm-hmm. You go to tourist places. It's the same anywhere in the world. If you go to Africa, if you go to Mexico, if you go to the Republic Dominican, you don't go out of the tourist area where you are protected by the police or the resorts. You go to Copacabana Beach, you don't bring your cell phone, you don't bring jewelries, you know, you don't go there look like a tourist or a gringo per se, taking pictures of everything and showing that, you know, you act normal.
Right. So is the crime down there in certain parts bad?
The crime, the crime,
Why I ask
the taxes and the people. I don't understand how people can still live in Brazil because taxes are high and it's really.
You know what? I don't know why I asked that question because that's where Frank Lucas got his product from. You seen that movie with Denzel Washington, American Gangster? He played a real live character. His name is Frank Lucas. He's from African descent here in America. And at that time, the era that was in the 40s and 50s, and nobody of African descent never sold drugs that big on that level. So the United States government, the CIA, FBI, they would never profile a so-called black man to, they like, yeah, whatever, please. But he was the one behind the whole operation. He went down South America, and he
met up with the
he
actual
got
person.
it right there off the crop, pure.
Really?
And he came back here and sold it as the cheapest. He called it Blue Magic, and he put all the other people out of business that sold dope. He put the mob families out of business because people wanted the pure, uncut stuff. You know, so you know, a lot of people make trips down there.
Right.
Did you ever live close to any farms that produce heavy cocaine?
No. I'm from a good family.
Well, we know that. Just how your demeanor and everything else. Just
like I said in the beginning, there is a lot of wrong conceptions about Brazil. You know, it's a big country. It's as big as the United States. Lots of states, lots of good people, and obviously, you know, criminality as far as drug dealers. But answering your question, if you go there, you stick on the tourist areas and don't go the favelas by yourself. Don't walk with like jewelries and expensive watches, you know.
Don't be walking down there like people in America looking at a cell phone, not their surroundings.
Exactly.
So what's a popular crime down there?
Robbery.
All right.
Well, I would put it this way. In America, you can come in here and work and buy things with the hard work that you do. In Brazil, the average minimum wage salary is $1.37, which for us is like an average is like $8.50 to $10, depends of the state you are. So you put in this perspective.
No, go ahead.
People will work, but they will not, and they want nice things because the TV show cell phones and cars and nice clothes and the kids and, you know, youngsters, they want, and when they don't have, and the parents, even if they work, they cannot acquire all those things. So unfortunately, youngest people become like one of the criminals because
they see stuff.
They want things they can't afford, you know, and this is really sad. Yeah.
But this is the crazy part. What you just said. Now, over there in Brazil, it's $1.37. Over here is $8. Well, I think it just went up to $8.10, and in some states it's $15. Now, how is it that, for me personally, I'm not gonna say I condone it, but I could almost understand in Brazil $1.37, and I'm assuming that's translated into U.S. dollars.
Yeah, this is translated to U.S.
Okay, $1.37 $1.37 here. It's not even gonna get you. It can't. I mean, true enough, gas is going down, but you know what I'm saying. The crazy part about it, and again, still back to the resolutions. How is it that over there where, like I said, almost would make sense because who's living off of $1.37 an hour? But then you come over here to America, where again, 8 something an hour and up, but yet we still got all this robbing and killing because I still want what I can't have.
Well, it's because we don't have moral, spiritual principles in our life. It ain't about what we can't have, because this country is filled with an abundance of things, and we overconsume things we don't have that don't even have no relevancy in our life, So who, if you don't have a specialty trade in Brazil, I guess that's the only way you make some more money, huh?
If you don't have what?
If you gotta have a special trade or skill to make more money in Brazil. Then.
When I left Brazil, I had my biology and I was a teacher, and there was some of my colleagues, they don't want to be the teachers because teaching, it drowns you, especially to little kids in a public school.
Wow.
I have like 45 kids in one class.
Wow.
Yeah. So my friends, even though they have a bachelor degree, they were selling hot dogs or doing like receptionist jobs.
That's over here too.
And for this length of time that I'm living in the United States, I see the difference between the cultures, and it's like I can see gradually Brazil going down in lifestyle, so you have less power of acquiring things with the money, and the quality of things are getting worse and expensive. So it's like people are getting poor every time that I go there. Even if you make a lot of money, which there is some people that do, but when you do make a lot of money, you also spend a lot of money because a car costs 3 or 4 times more there than here.
What?
Yeah.
Hold on, what?
Okay, wait a minute. Since you said that, what about, do they got scholarships for college over there?
Oh, in Brazil, or you pay for your college. Here's the thing. Why are we getting out of the subject?
Because we talk about debt. You just compared America to Brazil.
I'll go really quick with this. So you have public schools and private schools. If you were a student with a public school, you don't pay for anything, but the quality of education is not that good. So at the end of the course, when you're ready to go to college, and then you have to do a test, they call vestibular. It's like a admission. If you went through the public school, you probably didn't learn all the prerequisites, and your score is going to be low, which all the poor people go to the public school, and then all the rich people or medium class go to the private school, and then will score higher on the free college. So it's the opposite. The poor people go to the public school and then has to pay college, and the rich people do high school and then have free college. So it's like inverse relations.
So in Brazil, do they practice making New Year's resolution? Is that a tradition?
Yes, it is.
So what would be the resolution over there with this type of situations in the society? Is it the same?
Lose weight would be the number one there,
right,
especially down the
So that's the same around the world. We just all want to lose weight.
So losing weight globally.
I think quit smoking would be in that list too. A lot of Brazilians smoke. Many people has drinking problems, so it might be in that list.
Well, there's one thing that got a comma. South America, North America. Right. So what's the next one?
It's volunteer. That's it.
See, that's a problem. See, the spiritual laws of giving is you're gonna receive. When you give, you're receiving. That's the laws of polarity. You know, you making a spiritual investment in yourself when you give. That's what true unconditional love is. So if you want to give more, see, a lot of people in America living a toxic lifestyle. They parasites. They vampire energy. We was talking about that. So.
I'll help you.
Go ahead.
The volunteer, people understand volunteer is going to an institution and giving them time. No, you can volunteer every day. You can go to the post office and help somebody that has difficulties to fill out an application and giving your, even if it's 5 minutes, you're volunteering, you're helping, you're making a contribution to the world. There is this field that we are involved in, and whatever you put in the field, you receive back. So when people don't understand this concept that it's not going to a church or going to a place, going to a institution, it's the everyday thing. It's like you have to be good and better every day. So, it's misconception of the word volunteer. You have to be a good person every day, and then this is going to be scratch off the list.
I'm laughing at you because I know if people in America you say, be like, "Where the hell is she from?" No, we don't do that. We don't love each other over here. Right. I'm volunteering to do nothing. Shoot, I don't help my own children. What the hell I look like going out?
Right. Helping my neighbor. That's why we don't say neighborhood. We say hood. Right.
Yeah. I mean, everybody for themselves. What's the next one?
All right. Well, this is the last one. It's going back to what you were saying. Drink less.
Drink less.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord. Well, I tell you. You know what? This is the new alcoholic of the day calls himself, I'm just a social drinker. It's no such thing, but when that same person say they're a social drinker, they can't
hold their liquor.
They can't stop drinking. And the Alcohol Anonymous, it's a phrase. One drink is not enough, and one is too many. I asked a lady, I'll never forget her. She spoke at a meeting. I done a lot of charity work for Narcotics Anonymous. You know what that is, right? And alcoholic. So, and I take my clients there. I wanted, because that teach them, they have a chemical dependency like these people do. And my clients they don't understand that chemical dependency, addictive behavior don't have nothing to do with using drugs. It's a state of mind. That's why when I don't drink no more, I start doing this vice. I don't do that no more. I start doing that. I stop doing this. I start having toxic sexual behavior patterns. I stop doing that. I'm going to something, you can have healthy patterns or you can have toxic patterns. I had a show, I talked about the difference between a healthy orgasm and a toxic orgasm. It's a difference.
Is it?
Yes.
Is this show?
Oh, we're going to cut to a commercial?
No, we still got a minute. We still got a minute.
Get good.
I missed that show altogether.
Yeah, so we're going to do a remix because we got female energy now with this yin and yang balance right here.
A holistic orgasm. Really?
All right, so this alcoholic. So, yeah, I tell my client, I tell them, it's a learning experience, and you learn humility when you're there. Because I don't like people who say, well, at least I ain't smoking this. You can't stop eating this food that's killing, that you claim causes disease that runs in your family. So, anyway.
No, that's it.
What you got to say about this drink less?
Drink less. I mean, you still killing yourself.
You drink on the alcohol bottle just like the pack of cigarettes and said this will impair the brain.
Right. And flammable.
Don't drink if you pregnant, it's gonna do the same thing if you ain't pregnant.
If you ain't right.
No, so, but anyway.
One time I was doing a group of 6 people, and we put this in this program to them to lose weight. Mm-hmm. And when I told the girls they need to eliminate alcohol and sweets and carbs from their diet, I almost get spanked on the ground.
Right.
They're like, are you kidding me? And I'm going to go with my friends. What am I going to do? I'm going to drink water? And I was like, you know, it's
with the limit.
And I was like, if you need to go with your friends and eat or drink something, it's not about the friendship. It's about, you know, you found excuse to go eat something, which is your friends are excuse, you know, because, and it was sad to see people dropping off. It was a free, we're like me and my friend that owns a gym. He has this free package, which we were putting 6 people and going through. Like I was providing massage, meditation techniques in this support group, and together with exercises and food journaling. And at the end of the program, we started with 6. We have 2 people that finished the program. We are doing everything free. So even though we are offering all these things for free, people will still not doing. And I ask you, why? Why they're not doing?
I'm going to tell you why when we come back from our break. I'm your host, Mikial Dubé.
Don Blake Jr.
And the renter. I get that now.
And Mr. Yancey.
I tell him what you just said about the free.
You're lazy.
Man, they crazy.
They're lazy.
They ain't crazy.
You know, one of my friends said, you know, don't do service. Sell stuff, because you know people would believe that selling stuff is gonna cure them
you know
instead
what?
of exercises and stuff.
This is a spiritual issue. This is what it is. This is what it is. Anytime you bold enough to say, I know this gonna kill me, I'm gonna eat it anyway. You know what I'm saying?
You're killing yourself. You're suicidal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't have no value. Don't have no love. Just like you was talking about the volunteer. That people here don't love. They, you know, you hear the phrase "looking for love in all the wrong places," because they don't know what it is. You don't look for apples on an orange tree. You know, we don't go to Home Depot to get some wheatgrass. You know, so
we got some wheatgrass. Do you have some wheatgrass? No, we got grass.
Just to the toilet.
Right. Right next to the toilet. Right next to the M&Ms.
So what's the difference between the orgasms?
You know what? That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah,
I'm gonna do another whole show on that. This button, we gonna break it down. It's gonna be part 2 to that.
We already had a part 2 to that.
No, we did.
We didn't. Oh wow.
We probably it's when I say part 2, I should say another
segment.
See, when like we do 2 or 3 weeks on one show, it's still really 1, 2. It's like Matrix. It's one movie broken in 3 parts. So yeah, but it's so much to all these subject matters. Like it's volume 2 to it. That's what I should say.
So this the volume 2 to it.
This because you can look at it like
it's the down and dirty version. The one you about to do it.
You go to the next level.
So you make sure you come to get some of the. What?
She here where she gonna be. She gonna
be like this. I ain't know. So you tell me there's a GMO orgasm? No, I'm just playing. Pause right here. Yeah. One more selfie.
Come over this way. Like, yeah.
You're getting it? So are we putting this on now?
Alright, so just
I'm about to say we gotta hurry up because this is the last thing.
I'm like, how I look like this?
No, you good. Just look straight.
Me? You?
No, you good like that.
Yeah, you good. Okay. You cool. Got you.
I actually like that. I like how
I like kind of my picture. I don't like my picture.
you don't like your picture.
No, you do
All
a
right,
lot
we're
of
coming back from
Photoshop.
commercial.
We do it again. Welcome back to the Synergy of Life. I'm your host, Mikial Nube.
Don Blake Jr.
And a renter.
A renter.
Yeah.
We talking about the top 10 resolutions that people in America make every year, but they never keep it. Then they end up having children. They still making these resolutions. They end up having grandchildren. They just say, "Oh, the hell with it." All right. So besides that, I want to talk a little bit about the origin of this New Year holiday. For the most part, let's keep it real. A holiday, a lot of people in America, customs and traditions are very foolish. They toxic. They are lethal. The way we celebrate a holiday, no matter, it's totally irrelevant to why it was even established. We celebrate every holiday the same way. It involves toxic beverages, toxic foods, and reckless wilding partying. You know, actually, according to the cycles of nature, this is not a new year. The new year, the January 1st, was established by the Vatican Church. The calendar used to be called Julian calendar, then a Georgian calendar. And this was based on the science of the planetary positions in space, in connection to what people call Easter. Well, I'm not going to go into that too soon right now. But also, why is it called New Year is due to the fact that the January 1st New Year is actually a calendar for corporate America. This is the end of corporate America's fiscal year. And so that's where the Western world custom and tradition of celebrating New Year is really based on. Because we know it's not based on people. Sure, how many people say Happy New Year when they don't have a new life? How many people say Happy Thanksgiving, even Happy Halloween, but they have not sown the seeds of happiness in their life? A lot of us barely, scarcely know what that word even means. We don't know the science of happiness. That's why with American people who lead in the most deaths based to lifestyle, food-related conditions, experience a lot of depression, a lot of anger, unresolved resentment, very judgmental, not able to forgive. Then you turn around and say, "Oh, happy this, happy that." Mm-hmm. We say words and we don't know what they mean. Worse than that, we say words and they're not sincere. It's just custom and tradition for us to say these things. And right after, so this is the 9th. Give it another week and a half or two, and everybody going back to their SOS. Same old, you know what. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But it's not a new year. They never had no intentions. Now, I'm not talking about people who are sincere. They do want to change, but they having a hard time because they haven't had the spiritual enlightenment and guidance on how to do so, but they really want to change. I'm not talking about those people. I'm talking about people who are just full of it. They just going around saying things,
Right.
and they haters.
And they say it with such disgust in their voice.
Right. The new year really starts on March 21st. And why is this? This is where you see a new year is based on really new cycle of events taking place and manifesting in nature. Now, we know part of my last name is New, so I understand what this word is. That's what you see with New Bay. That's what you see with the new style. You see, you can't, when you see nature resurrect itself from the fatal blow of winter in the spring, you see Mother Earth is able to resurrect. She can reproduce again. You see new evolution in the animal kingdom. But when it comes to toxic people, they getting worse and worse. You go from acute to chronic to autoimmune conditions. All right, so that's New Year is truly based on the cycles and events that take place in nature every year. And here's another thing. Let's say it's around March, April, May, June. I say my New Year's resolution is such and such and such for 2016. Now, as my mother made me recite over and over when I was 3, 4, and 5, said there's a preparation in everything, and chance only favors the prepared mind. So how you gonna have a new year when January 1st comes? You ain't even prepared to even do what you say you gonna do. No preparation, nothing. And that's why these resolutions are not kept. Now you asked me a question before we went to break. You said, why do people? What was that again?
The question was, why the people that have the opportunity to change their lifestyle and have all the resource given in their hands like for free, they do not keep the program.
All right, I'm about to give you the answer to that.
Can I say my little piece?
I'm nice.
They might listening.
Can I say a little piece before you
let
go?
me say this first.
Because it takes work.
Well, that's not it.
That's not it?
That's not it.
Okay.
Yeah, it takes work. That's part of it. But that's not why they don't do it. See, this is the thing. The answer to that is the same reason why Mikial Nube, the holistic successor, is single today. This is why, some of the women who attempt to court me are not successful for the same reason. It's the same answer to your question. Here it is. This is what I tell them. They can't afford me. Okay, bro, y'all know you like what you think. No, hold on. Follow me. Let me tell you where I'm going with this. Check me out. Follow me.
Yes, please explain that.
When I say they can't afford me, what I'm saying is they character is poor. And to hook up with me, they have to be a virtuous person. See, they rich in vices, but poor in virtues. See, health is a moral, spiritual discipline. It's a virtuous lifestyle. So, if I'm a slave to my lower self, if I believe in false teachings of what we call God or anything pertaining to spirituality, that's not going to work for me. And people in America is taught to put all their responsibilities they were made to do for themselves on person, places, and things outside of them. They don't want to be accountable for themselves. Now, you got clients just like I do, and they ever talk about the doctors did this and that? But,
yes, they do.
Okay, well, here's the problem with that. The doctors boldly tell their patients, we don't know what's wrong with you, but here, take this anyway. And we do it. And another name for Western world medical practice called allopathy, which means in medical law, we address symptoms. We do not deal with root causes. So our people are ignorant. They're looking for a scapegoat. You don't go to a tire repair shop to get a new transmission put in your car. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, the tire repair shop, they sell new and used tires. They fix tires if the tire repairable. I'm not a mechanic. I just do tires. So we put false expectations on the doctors and want to blame them, but we don't want to let them go either because we need them to co-sign on our toxic lifestyle.
Because it's another excuse.
Yeah. Yeah, so when it don't matter, you could give, let me tell you, it's a documentary and the narrator asks a person, if we gave you $100,000, would you change your lifestyle and diet? He said, hell no. I'm about to eat some meat and some potato McDonald's right now. And he was mad. He was mad. Not only help him for free, give him $100,000. Can you pay, imagine this, can you pay somebody on crack or heroin $100,000 to stop? They can't. They give up houses. They lose their jobs. They even give you their baby. They give up their car. You know, in America, you heard the term crackhead. Mm-hmm. Okay. Do you know a crackhead will sell you a brand new 2015 for $30? Okay.
I will be buying one this coming weekend.
So you can't pay them to stop.
But
when they give in,
I get in your point, but it's like if I could be inside that person mind and I could tell them something that would change their mind, what would it tell them to change? To accept the change, to embrace the lifestyle change, because we all are life transformed in some fashion. You know, I don't know if you eat like plant-based foods in your whole life, or you probably have the transition.
He transitioned.
Yeah, transition.
Yeah.
He actually one of my clients.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I try him in my martial arts.
Yeah.
Nice. So when you transform, like, I lost tons of weight. And when I discovered that I have that power, that the food, it's something that I use to survive. I don't survive to eat. There's the people live to eat, not like eat to live. Or the smoking thing. I quit smoke so many times.
No, I'm laughing now. You was looking at me whatever. When I said they can't afford me. See, you thought I was talking about money. I wasn't talking about the money. Because you can't buy all this. You see what I'm saying?
Keep in mind, if you're not watching this on Ustream, you will have no idea what he's talking about. All this. What is all this?
I'm a whole universe manifesting human flesh. You can't buy all this. See, so
I would say it's a very nice spirit, if you're looking at spirit side.
You gotta clear it up a little bit. She had to clear it up a little
okay,
bit.
Yeah. So you talk like you was like obese. You used to be pretty big.
I'll bring some pictures.
All right. Wow. Do you show people that your before and after?
After pictures, yeah.
Why not?
We're gonna take that as a no.
I'm asking, do you show your client show before and
No,
after?
I hesitate because the pictures is in my mom's house, so I need to ask somebody to scan and send you.
You a living testimony.
Exactly. There is a lot of things that I can put in living testimony that I overcome, and it's basically overcome the fear of those things. Oops.
I thought somebody had a good time. I thought you was about to play some tango music.
When I understood that I could live without eating a whole cake in one day,
I was eat some carrot cake now.
Don't even share.
Well, I gave you.
But anyway, he was overcoming the fear.
This guy bring up carrot salad one more time.
I gave some carrot salad though.
So
go ahead and finish what you said. This guy.
but back to what you were saying, why people won't do it is because it's like fear. They are slave to these mental and emotional vices. So whether it's free or not don't matter, because people are in a bad relationship with pain. You see, so every time they try to act like pain is their man, imagine an abusive man. You looking at him? You thinking about breaking up this unhealthy relationship we got going on? Get back over there and sit down. So that's that fear. That's that fear. That's that pain. That's smacking them. They hit them with the cravings come. Them parasites start creating those cravings. We're slave to parasites. Parasites secrete toxins in our bloodstream and control our mental and emotional patterns. You see, so you got these multiple factors involved. It's a ministry in this health. See, when I felicitate with these clients, I'm providing a ministry to them. It's really the key thing for us in the holistic field. We have to develop divine speech, because you got to get past all this, because they caught up in this flesh. You got to talk directly to the soul of man. You know, so we are spiritual beings, and we lost our identity of that. And that's why we have to speak to your fellow spirit man in a higher frequency. You know what I'm saying? So they can. But that's love. Divine speech is love.
But we're raised on a fear base.
Mm-hmm.
Don't go there, you're gonna fall off.
Mm-hmm.
Don't do this because you're gonna hurt yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So it's common for human beings to have fear,
Mm-hmm.
but what we need to do is overcome in the little steps.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna say to do everything at once, but break down your big goals in small steps and do one thing at a time. You're gonna get a sense of accomplishment. You're gonna get a sense of completeness, success. Because people are like, I want to lose 500 pounds. Well, you start with the 1 kilo. So the fear and love, and like when you start to get in this sense of accomplishment, the fear, it's subsiding. The little voice that go in your head is say you're not capable, you're not good enough, it's gonna go away, because you're gonna start to see the transformations and the benefits. So it's fear versus love.
I got a question about what you say. You're a woman. You're a beautiful woman. You're around women. Y'all talk. You can share some of that talk.
Here it comes. I'm afraid of this question.
Now, what is a frequent fear issue that women have that you hear? It don't have to personally be something you experience, but you just hear women talking about.
I would talk about my personal thing that I was.
I want to hear about the other ones too.
That I had the sense that I was not good enough, even though
that's common.
Yeah, that's it.
I was doing things that many average people were not doing. I was never satisfied. It took me a long time to understand that I'm capable, and I think people don't trust their abilities. Women in America and in Brazil, they have a little bit of
similarities and differences.
No, I will say women in the United States, they have more power.
In terms of what?
Women in Brazil, they're more submissive to men. Yeah.
You don't think that's the same up here? Now, what you calling power up here? 'Cause I'm gonna tell you something. They have.
And what's your definition of a submissive?
Okay, wait a minute. This is chronological order. Now.
I mean, there is households here in the United States that the woman demands what is gonna happen in the house, which in Brazil this will never happen. Especially like in old generation, like my parents, my mom is completely submissive, which that's number one reason I divorced my first husband, because
how much a plane ticket
he wanted he wanted me to put me in this box that I don't belong, and I was like, no, I don't belong to this box. And, it's a shared
relationship.
Yeah. So, what was the question again?
No, that was it. No, he asked about the submissive, and I said
the difference
over here in America. This is why Eddie Murphy said on his famous stand-up comedy Raw. You see that, Mr. Yancey?
What's the name of it?
Raw. That's his last stand-up, Eddie Murphy.
No, I haven't seen that one yet.
On Raw, he said that. You ain't see that?
No, I saw delirious.
He said, whatever you do when you go get a woman from another country, don't let her hang around American women.
I think I have seen it.
He said she goes when she come back questioning everything.
Rolling her neck.
I gotta listen. What have you done for me lately?
Right. What have you done for me, Eddie? Right.
But see, I'm all for women. I'm for women liberating themselves, because a lot of my clients, they are in a toxic household or with a man who don't want to get his health together, and he don't want to get her health together because he know we're in the process of her getting together, she's gonna leave him. So she backs out. So in terms of power, now you're not calling power all this sassy mouth and rude acting. I know you saying.
It's kind of difficult to explain the cultural differences because.
Go on, say it now. You can say it on this show.
Man.
When you get a woman from another country, you can understand.
I know already. But they need to hear it from you.
I'll come back with that one.
Okay. So, how about this? This is what I say on the show all the time. No woman shouldn't be. Only time a woman should submit, when the true term of a woman or a wife submitting to her husband really simply means she is submitting to the higher self in him, the God in him. The most, she's submitting to him if he's spiritually and morally disciplined, because that's the only way you can lead your lady.
Or if he spanked her to death.
All right, see now. That's the lower self.
Yeah.
That's the lower self.
That's a whole nother.
No, I tell all the women, if that man is not spiritually, morally grounded, you ain't got no business following him anyway.
But there is a lot of women that right now are living in a household which they are suffering for domestic violence. We know, and they have no courage to go further, and because they're fear for their lives.
That's going back to the fear that you was talking about.
Exactly.
But you know what? They fear? A lot of them don't fear for their life. They fear to be alone.
Lonely. Right.
They in this because they think they are alone in a relationship like that. And actually, this man is co-signing on negative qualities they feel about
Let's
themselves.
do a show about toxic relationships and domestic violence. Okay. Because I have a lot to share about that.
Okay, well, here in America, since you're from Brazil, 49% of American domestic violence victims are men. A lot of people there. That's almost half and half. A lot of people don't know that. I'm a victim. People try to jump on me.
I'll beat you.
Wow.
All right. Thanks for you tuning into the show. We're glad. We're glad to have Renta with us as a host now.
Renta.
Give them the social media.
All right, you can follow us on Twitter at Synergy of Life 07. You can like our Facebook page by going to facebook.com/Synergy of Life Holistic Health and Wellness Radio Show. You can email us at synergyoflife7@gmail.com. You can find out more about Synergy of Life and other shows featuring on Who Has the Power Radio Network by going to www.whohasthepowershow.com.
Now, you've been here how long and you didn't realize that? Did you just... Hold on. Did I just take that poster out? Okay, go ahead. You got one more?
Yeah, I have more.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
Gosh. You can like our YouTube channel by going to Synergy of Life Enterprise, Mikial Nube, and WHTP Radio Network.
You gonna mention about?
I was hoping he got it all together because he looked like he forgot that this.
No, I was really trying to read the listener.
Oh, okay.
That's what I was really trying to get. But
yeah. This is the new home, and of course I haven't introduced myself because this is not even my show. I just have to chime in here and there.
You've been calling your name for the whole show.
Oh man, it don't sound right when you say it. I gotta say it, Mr. Yancey. Okay.
Copyright infringement.
And we see y'all next Thursday.
No, we got some time. No, real quick, I want to say real quick, I definitely appreciate everybody who is tuning in now on our new home here on Mixler.com/WHTP Radio Network. This is where we'll be broadcasting every Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and look for some new shows and catch us out in the community. Specifically, got a broadcast coming up next Saturday. We're supporting Tina Hobson. She's has a book out now. She's a contributing author on a great book called Success in Beauty. So we'll be broadcasting with her next Saturday.
Where's this at?
I didn't get it. What? I was just... See, that's why you got to go to our website, www.whohaspowershow.com. Also mentioning that because when we talk about where you can listen to all of our shows, there's 3 ways you can actually listen to it. You can go to www.mixler.com/WHTP Radio Network, and you can listen to us right there from the website, like most people did when we were on Blog Talk Radio. But we have 2 new ways that you can listen to it right there. If you go to our website, again, that's why it's important to continue to go to that website, because we now have a radio. We have a radio. God, I just forgot what it was called. You can listen to the radio, listen to us right there on our website. Again, www.whohaspowershow.com. There's also a window there so you can see us on Ustream. So not only can you hear us on the radio, you can see us on the radio. And then if you're in your cars, you're traveling, take us with you everywhere by downloading the Mixler app. That's Mixlr. Did you download it yet?
No.
Right.
I did.
Fired. Now, how is it that she did it and you did it and you been here longer than she has?
Because I know that we're going to have this conversation. So I might as well just have this conversation with you.
Well, then guess what? Because you still got like a minute left on the air. Download the app right now. You ain't even walking out this
daddy
place.
or something? You know what?
Anyway,
we don't got Wi-Fi.
Real quick.
Last week's show, we got Tim Merriweather on the show. He's a practitioner of alcohol detox, which is the 5-point protocol acupuncture in the ear.
Okay, cool. I'm about to say, I figure I thought you was going to do that anyway. But no, real quick, yeah, make sure you go and download that Mixler app. And other thing you have to do, once you download that Mixler app, search WHTP Radio Network and hit follow. Don't just download the app. Make sure you follow us, because that way you can get notifications on when we go. Let's see, yeah, come on. All right. Anything else before we go out?
Do you have anything else? Do you want to say anything?
I just want to be thank you for that opportunity and to meet new people, and I feel like I fit in this.
Yes, you just don't know the debauchery. Anything else next week?
Oh, we good. Tune in next week. We're gonna also have calling in. We're gonna be interviewing a sister from out of town. Leticia Jackson. She's also a holistic practitioner and shamanism, and a couple other things. So it's going to be a good show next week. Mm-hmm. And until then, I'd like to say thank you. Until next time, take care.
Got this Jerry Springer moment.
Yeah, your microphone is off.
Can't stand y'all. Never had